Thank you all so much for stopping by today. So, I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible because I came out here earlier to do some things and some raindrops started coming. Then I went back in and I looked, and so then the sun was out. So I just checked. It looks like it's about to pour down. It does say it's drizzling right now in the area, although I don't feel any. I do welcome the rain, but I just want to keep y'all posted because remember, I told you that I would. So I'm gonna just be honest, y'all. I have been super lackadaisy here, probably over the past week. And that's because I have been coming out, maintaining the garden. I've been deadheading a little bit, welcoming the roses, in which I will stop by on our way up front to show you earlier. I've been doing some things that I have had no business doing, like I had some seeds come in today, and I'm like, I remember buying the seeds, but I don't know why I did it. But let me get y'all kind of caught up with what's going on because you will probably be seeing more videos of the process as we are getting ready to move. And I should have filmed today, but I didn't expect to go with Chris today because I was supposed to be doing things in the garage. But anywho, so we have to get ready to move. And I know this. And I don't know. I don't like to work under pressure, but I don't know what's going on with me. But we really got to get like we got to kick it up about one, two, three, four, 100 notches. And so I shared with you that I would keep you posted. Like I know everything can't go, but today we actually went looking for temporary places to stay. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, and we just talking for a little bit, then I'm going to go in the front and tell you what I'm about to do if it doesn't rain. I've been out the game for about 13 years now, and things have seriously changed. Like I really got a rude awakening with these prices, with the things that people offer. And so, like I told Chris, we agreed this is only temporary because we definitely want to take our times with what we choose this time. We really, really do. I really would tell you if I could just pick this house up and just like move it to where we really want to be, I would opt to do that. But that's not possible. So, what I want to share with you today is some of the pots that I am going to be like emptying out and taking with me. I know I can't take all these pots. I'm not going to try to take all these pots. And by the way, really quick, so we were looking for places because I was like, okay, I want a balcony, I want a patio, I want something. Like I gotta have something now. I know this lady thought I was crazy because I was like, I need something with like, you know, facing to where like the south with the sun. I need wherever we stay, I have my phone out to like where is south at? Where does that sun hit? Because I need for the patio or something like that, or the back to be like south facing. And so I know she thought I had lost my mind because the first place she took us to look, I'm like, this not gonna work. It don't get enough sun. And so Chris is being very patient. I will have to say that he is. He's being really, really patient with me because he was like, "You want me to get somewhere where you could put your plants at?" But I'm like, "No," because I do need to just be okay with letting some of them go. But before we go around front, now there are some that I have been propagating. But first, let me ask y'all this: why I went and picked this up like a week and a half ago? I had no business picking this up, but I did. And I still got to plant it. I had it in the garage and I took it out because I'm like, you still got to pot this up. Then I have been propagating some of the plants that I told you I would around our home that I would just absolutely love to take with me. So far, it looks like three of these are propagating well. This is a hydrangea. And it looks like I'm going to have to take some more cuttings because I only have three buds that are leafing out. Can y'all see that? So I got three. This one in the middle, and that one. But the two in the back of me looks like they're not making it. And that's normal with propagation. Like, that's why you take more cuttings than what you need, because some of them may, start to root, and some of them may not. I have some, and I'll show y'all in a later video as we're starting to like really pack up, because Chris is gone, and I told him, I said, okay, I'm gonna start on the garage, and then I'm gonna just try to walk around and see what we could take. I also, like I told y'all, have propagated the tea olive plant. So far, so good. Now, normally you can put a dome on it, but it's so humid here. I said I'm just going to keep them moist, the soil moist, and just see how this does. So far, so good. It looks like they are doing okay. And the reason that I cut the leaves off is because I want the energy to be directed to make the roots and not continue to dry out with those leaves on there like that. So I'll take that with me. And again, if I got to put them up under grow lights, I will. Now, I started propagating this fuchsia plant right here. This is a shade plant, but I love the blooms on it because most of them have fell out off, but when they bloom, they look like little ballerinas to me, like ballerinas with tutus. So I've started propagating that. Y'all, I don't know where I'm gonna put this stuff at, because the places, we went to 3 different places today. One of them had a bigger patio than normal, but I didn't like the way the sun was. And so that one I was like, I don't know. Why this spider just got on my gloves? Okay. And I'm about to put my hands in there. That's why I did that, y'all. But so we don't have long. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. We do not have long. I've told Chris that we've been like straight up chilling, and I'm like, okay, let's take maybe a couple more days, and then we really need to like get focused. So let's go in the front. I'm going to show you what I'm working on. I'm going to show you what I'm about to do, because the clouds are seriously gray. But I want to stop y'all by the roses and how beautiful that they are blooming. And before I leave, because the movers are coming to pick up our thing, I am going to, and I really hope that the homeowners love like the flower. Even if they don't keep all of the garden, I hope they keep a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and put some rose tone in there because they're starting to bloom. I should have been did that, but it's okay. It's not too late. So I'm just going to put some of that dry fertilizer down just so that they can continue to bloom. And then we got some Darcy Bustle roses that are starting to bloom too. And I love the roses around the garden, y'all, because we have some early bloomers, like mid bloomers, and what you would call late bloomers. So the Darcy Bustle are definitely early bloomers. This is like their second flush that they're starting to put on, and I'll walk over there in the middle. And then the other one is the Desdemona, like right around the beginning of the spring. I would call them, for us here in coastal Georgia, like a mid bloomer. They're starting to bloom, but let me hurry up, and I'll keep y'all posted on the rest of the things. I promised y'all I was going to keep you posted on what's going on. So these will be probably more frequent videos, so you'll know, but maybe not as long. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So again, these are Darcy Bustle. We have 2 of those, and here is the bloom. But we already got like 1 flush of bloom off of them, and so this is our second flush that is coming on, and it's lots and lots of roses, because I did these. When I tell you I did a hard prune, late winter of these, hard prune. And so they're coming back very good. I was a little bit hesitant and skeptical, but I'm glad I did the hard prune because they were getting so leggy. I know you're not supposed to prune more than 30%, but by them being by this raised bed, like I didn't want it to like just start going over here and just start scratching me, really, because as you can see, some of the thorns on here are pretty big here. So that's why I gave these a hard prune. Okay, so we're gonna walk over here to my favorite, and I gotta take my little girl with me, y'all. She's coming. I know these movers they gonna have a time with me. But these are the Desdemona. I love them. They start off a beautiful, like blush baby pink, and then as they get older, they get more of a white color. And I hope you can see the variation through. See, like these are like a blush pink, and then as they get more mature, more older, they get more of a white color. Now these right here they bloom a little bit later after the Desdemona. This is the Queen of Sweden, and I'm telling y'all right now, I've already been looking at how I'm gonna plan out a rose garden, because normally I would have came out and went ahead and kind of harvested a lot of these roses, because I dry the roses, I use them in tea, I make rose oil with them, and so I'm just gonna leave them because I still have some that's left over from last season. But this is the Desdemona. Again, I know this is going somewhere in the new garden, and so they do really good. And the only time they kind of slow up a little bit is in the heat of the summer, so around June, July. But we get so many blooms off of these three roses right here. And so last fall, what I did, and y'all don't look over these weeds, okay? What I did was planted some alliums. You can see them coming up a little bit better over here. So we planted some alliums, and they're starting to come up. These are not like the Globe Master alliums, but they are really a pretty purple. So they'll start coming up around, well, they would be around our little friend here, but she won't be here. And these are the daylilies. They're really, really pretty. They're like a purple and a yellow color. And they bloom really, really pretty. It's been about 80, it's been in the 80s, and so I've been really skeptical about pruning these boxwoods, because I really had them shaped into like a ball, and normally I'll prune them either like late winter, early spring, but it seems like, as usual, and this is normal for coastal Georgia, where the temperatures will just pop up. They will pop. They'll go from like 60, I think yesterday was 87, and then today was like 86, and then tomorrow is supposed to be like 80s. Now, later on this week, the temperatures are supposed to dial back a bit in the 70s, but I got to get things out of the attic as well. That's what me and Chris were saying. Like, evidently we forgot about that attic. That's going to be another one too. But these are the Desdemona, and I really hope they let them stay here. But if not, that's not my business, y'all. That's not my business. Now, with where we're going to stay, I cannot take these pots. This is the Eustacia Vi. She's also a very pretty rose by David Austin. And I had got 3 of these. We pruned these back pretty hard too. I'll go over here and walk. I know I'm supposed to be going in front, and I'm going. But you see how she's a little bit later bloom. These are, normally it's the Darcy Bustles first, followed by the Desdemona, and then the Eustacia Vi and the Queen of Sweden bloom. And then I got one up front that blooms a little bit later too. And these are our phlox, y'all. I absolutely love them. And I don't know the variety, but hopefully I can find some that are very similar. So let's go ahead, let's walk up front. Let me show you what we're going to do today for real. Y'all forgive me because I forgot her name. I'm going to try to link a video to where we planted these in the planter, because it's on the tip of my tongue, but honey, I done forgot her name. But she's kind of a mid bloomer as well. She'll bloom a little bit later, and I'm hoping, since the neighbors got the tree over here cut back a whole lot, a whole lot, that maybe it'll get a little bit more light in this area and go ahead and bloom a little bit more. They still bloom, but I felt like the tree kind of went ahead and just stopped it. Feel a few raindrops, so let me hurry up. These are our drift roses here. I got these on clearance, and it takes about maybe about, I think I've had these for 2 or 3 years to really last season they really start performing. You see all the blooms that they're getting on here, but I really love it as a good ground cover. Doesn't get too high. This is the tea olive that I took cuttings from. There was a tree here, but we got the tree cut down, but the guy didn't want to grind the stump to not mess up anything. And so I just use that as kind of, and I normally cut this back where you can't see the stump, but you kind of cut this back, and then we have this pot sitting up here just so you didn't see a tree stump. But let me go to what I'm really supposed to be doing, y'all, because I feel some raindrops. I absolutely knew it. So I'm gonna go real quick, and then we're gonna end this video. Now, I don't know what variety Japanese maple this is, but I'm going to do my research and I'm going to find it because I want Japanese maple in my garden. I love it. You want 4 seasons of color? This does it. So it's red in the spring, then it's going to turn green, and then in the fall it's going to turn like a burnt orange followed by a yellow. But this is what we're doing today, y'all. Today, let's get to it. So my pots are going. My pots are going. And the reason why I say my pots are going, I got to clean them up. Y'all don't worry about this right here. I love these pots because they're self-watering pots. Now, I don't love them as much as the ones that I'll show you in another video, but I do love these because they help me with watering. So we got 2 that are right here, and we are just going to, at first I was just going to pull these pansies and just like plant them down here, but we're starting to get too hot, and when it gets really hot, the pansies kind of teeter out, they get real leggy, and they just don't perform. And so they're on their way to doing that now. So I'm just going to pull these out, and what we're going to do is we're going to dump the soil and rinse this out real good and put this by the storage for the packers to move. I'm hoping, I'm going to just leave these here right now. These are our miniature roses. I think wherever we go, these 2 will be able to go with us, but I can't just keep on saying, well, I'm going to take this, okay, and then I'm going to take this one too. Okay, one more. Okay, all right, and just one more too. Like, I really need to decide and put things back of what's going and what's not going. So what I'm about to do, like really quick, I just wanted to keep y'all posted, share with you what's going on, is as far as the front, we're going to take these pots right here, and I'm going to take my little bunny. He's been here with me for so many years. I love the way he has over time patinaed. I'm going to leave this. This is like rusted, and I've never seen it turn with the wind like it's supposed to turn. And I got another wind. I got one in the back too that really turns like with the slightest movement of wind, but this one doesn't turn. But I have a new one also. So we're just probably gonna leave this here. I'm probably gonna leave the and I know the new owner's like, dang, she ain't take nothing, but it's like no way for us to take all these. These are like our flames, and it's really starting to rain, so I'm going real fast, y'all. And then over here is some bleeding hearts and some other things that are going to pop up, some salvias. And then these are our, oh God, daisies that are coming back. And we got some heather that I got to cut back, and dianthus, and I'm going to leave this. This pot is not good drainage, which is why I had elephant ears in here. If you want something that can kind of withstand a lot of water without good drainage, elephant ears was really good, and they may or may not pop back up, but I got this on clearance, but I didn't like the drainage of it. So that is what I was going to do, but I'm going to, it'll probably stop in a minute. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm just going to get at least the black planters that I just showed you ready to be picked up by the movers. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to do like I just did. I'm going to go back in, wait a few minutes, and see if the rain kind of stops. and then I'll get those black planters taken care of, and get those ready for the movers to come. But let me get out this rain. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe, y'all, because it's going to be amazing. And I want to take you along with me the whole way to what is about to come. So as always, thank you so much. And until the next video, bye-bye.